Hello, my friends. Today we're talking about engaging video presentations. If you want to create webinars, if you want to create video presentations that convert your viewers to buyers, if you want to see that people would like to watch more of your webinars, want to connect with you, want to buy from you, want to say yes on your discovery calls, then you need to be interactive. So people can remember what you say, people can understand what you say, but the only way they will buy from you is when they will take action, when they will be motivated or will believe that with you and with your programs, they will get results. So, how to create or simulate this idea that they can take action with you? Because for the brain, for many people, the idea that something have to happen and some action have to happen is really unusual. So they do a lot of work. They do learning, they study, they work, they interact with clients, they post on social media. Now you come with your program, which is potentially very helpful for them, but they often do not believe in their capacity to take more action. Therefore, if you present something during your webinar or you give some very actionable advice and people see that something is working and something is working right now, not in theory in 20 years, they will believe you more, they more likely will buy your program. So let's consider the 6 interesting ways how you can make your video presentations, webinars, your bootcamps, your masterclasses more interactive and more interesting for your viewers. And we will talk about the ideas which you can implement, for example, on Zoom platform or other platforms. These interactive ideas are widely available and most of the time do not require any technology at all. So we will start with one which is, however, require some technology. So the step number 1, I will recommend you to add polls or quizzes. So how did I make it possible on my last presentation? I just created several slides where I ask audience a question, and then my next slide already get with the question and with the answer. So I was waiting until they will answer, and then I get to the next question with the answer. If you have the ability to add the actual polls, you can use this technology and use the real polls and ask people about that, not just in chat, but through the poll technology or with the quiz technology. It will help you to create more specific customer profile. You will know what people know, what they're interested about. And if you have this technology and you can connect answers and emails, it will help you a lot to understand what your customer are thinking about, what they prefer. So it's a great tool to create great customer profile and understand what your audience actually want. So there is a lot of technology behind quizzes and polls. I would absolutely recommend you this tool to make your webinars or masterclasses more engaging. Now, the second one is encourage audience to action. Now, that's an interesting one because this is exactly the thing which you require when you want people to take action and then eventually memorize it. Oh, I did make action with this person. I actually can take action with the program. It will work for me. So, what do you need to do? For example, you probably heard this call to action. If you agree with something, put plus in the chat or minus in the chat or add the number in the chat or tell us what is the best color from these two or what is best option from these two, right or left. So it doesn't matter. It's also interactive way to communicate with your slides and with the speaker and to show people that they are on a live event. So this event is not recorded. It's a very interesting way to communicate with people because they feel that they are part of the presentation. Now, the third way is to add annotations, links to your videos, so you can add gifts, you can help people to connect. However, I would be very, very careful with that. from one point of view, you can direct people somewhere. You can help people to understand better how this webinar can go, where it can go afterwards. But if you will start adding links so that people have to leave presentation just right now, that won't work. But if you will create a funnel idea that people can follow certain links and get even more after the presentation, it will help you to create a perfect customer journey when, for example, they can download or follow the upcoming mini course or get email course or something like that. So they will get more information from you. It will be continuation of the masterclass, of this presentation, so that you will keep in touch with your customers. And again, they will feel that they take action and something is happening. Now, add interactive graphics. And when we talk about interactive graphics, it's not necessarily GIFs or videos. It's a lot more about charts. It's a lot more about how you can show rather tell. So when you show people their way, step by step, or illustration, which help people to build this emotional association with that what you're talking about, you communicate with the emotional brain of your audience, and people purchase decision is built on the emotional brain. So majority of the purchases are done because people were emotional. So when you communicate with pictures, when you communicate with charts, interesting charts like infographics or something like that, when you communicate with some interesting visual content and then verbal content goes from you, it helps people to connect emotionally with you. And as they connecting emotionally with you, they are more likely to buy from you and say yes on discovery call, of course. So the next one is encourage your audience to have conversation. So that's an interesting thing that in one of my last presentations, the organizer was super excited because they said like, oh my God, we have the Q&A session where people actually had discussion. They start interacting with each other. We had an interesting conversation in the chat. So this is a way when you interact with people, but also acknowledge that they are community. It's a form of networking. And our sixth step for interactive video presentations is actually all about networking. It's a lot about technology which you can add in Zoom, such as breakout rooms, or you can encourage some collaboration, some communication when people start talking in one big room. So basically, when you allow people, the community, be a community and act as community and encourage each other to take actions together. So then you become not a singular speaker, you become a part of community, a leader of community, and that benefit your presentation overall because you not exclude them, you don't put them behind the glass, you connect with them as a part of community. So these are my 6 tips which will help you to create your webinars, masterclasses, your video presentations more engaging. And it will also help you to have more conversions during these webinars, have more yeses on your discovery calls. And if you like to connect with me or work with me or increase your video confidence, I will encourage you to check visibilitygym.com and take one of the upcoming courses so that you can create not only interactive but also confident video presentations. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. Give me a comment. What is your favorite way to engage with your customers? How would you like to improve your video presentation? I'll be happy to answer to all these questions, and I will see you in my next video.